Now we turn to golf and to one of our lady inductees. This lady was not only the most dominant female golfer in Kansas right after World War II, but she was a person who introduced the game and held it up to its highest standards to so many people. 5 times she was the Kansas Women's Golf Association Amateur Champion. 7 times she was the Senior Amateur Champion. She was ranked in the top 10 nationally in both the USGA Senior Amateurs and the Women's Amateurs. She won the prestigious Broadmoor tournament 3 times, finished second twice. In 1963, she thought she'd give up golf for a while, and she turned away from the game to raise a family. She then came back and worked for Wichita State in the physical education department for quite a few years, and her passing influence, her passion for the game, has influenced so many people, both young and old, to take up the game of golf. She's had a scholarship named in her honor by the Kansas Women's Golf Association. From Winfield, Kansas, let's say hello to Natasha Matson Fife.
Wow, this is a bigger gallery than I've ever played before, and I am nervous. Thank you, Max. I am really honored to be one of the inductees for this year. That's quite a group that we have up here, and I am really honored to be included in them. I'm a little nervous. If I was talking about rule number 16 in the USGA rule book, I'd be all right. I have some thank yous. I'd like to thank the Kansas Sports Hall of Fame for everything that they're doing to make this facility available. When you leave here, be sure you come back and bring 10 others with you. To 2 very special ladies that I met in Winfield and have supported me, given me the confidence and the courage to continue doing everything that I have done for at least 50 years. To Rolling Hills Country Club and the Ladies Golf Association for their support. I remember a telegram that I received at one tournament, and I lost in the first round. The telegram that I got the next day was, "Come home, Tash, we still love you." And to my family, which is most important in my life, thank you. My life has been governed by everything that I've done in golf, and there are some things that I need to point out to you. One thing I learned very early, that it's a lot better many times to use cash than a credit card. My very special friend and I were on our way to the Broadmoor, and as we're driving through Pueblo, Colorado, we knew we needed gas, but we couldn't find one that had our credit card, and we didn't want to use cash. So somewhere between Pueblo and Colorado Springs, we ran out of gas. Fortunately, a state trooper came along and gave us a gallon. I learned the importance of controlling my temper. Those of you who play golf, if you've ever thrown your clubs, you'll understand this. I threw my driver because I hit it straight into a wheat field because I sliced badly, and then I had to spend at least an hour and a half trying to find it. It's not much fun. I learned the importance of integrity and my values and my morals in playing in a golf tournament in Las Vegas. I had a caddy. The match ended on the 18th hole. We played the 19th. It was still tied. We tee off on the 20th hole. I hit a pretty good drive. I knew it was in the rough. We walked down there, and he's getting closer and closer and closer to the green, and I knew I couldn't hit it that far. So I said, "Come on, let's go back and I'll hit another one." And about that time he said, "Here it is." So I went over and looked at it, and I looked at the ball, and I looked at him, and I said, "It is not my golf ball." He said, "I know it. I dropped it. You wanted to win, don't you?" We went back to the tee, and I have no idea at this point how the match came out. I learned patience. When I have a triple bogey on a hole, I can't get it back in the next hole, or I'm going to have another triple bogey. and this patience helped me in teaching golf out at the university. I learned a lot of respect for my fellow competitors and the ladies that I play golf with out at Rolling Hills. Judy Bell, Sandra Haney, Joanne Gunderson Carner, who was a fabulous golfer. I saw her blast out of bunkers in 18 holes at about 3 matches, and every time she got it out of the bunker, it was that far from the hole, and I thought, is this ever going to stop? I've had the opportunity to play with Patty Berg and Betsy Rawls and many others. And I also learned that hard work does pay off. The countless hours that I spent on the practice tee has enabled me to meet the goal that I set for myself, and that was to be the very best golfer that I could be. Most of all, that I learned friendships, memories, and the camaraderie that you find in golf and sports are to be treasured. The tee sets, the crystals, and the plaques that I have at home will always be on a shelf. But all the memories, friendships, and camaraderie will always be in my heart, as they are my treasures. Thank you for coming out today, and if anybody of you want to talk to me, I will be available also. Thank you.